howdy guys. I hope you're having a great day because it's always a great day. And obviously I would like to discuss a topic on pasture because I'm in the middle of nowhere, all greens. See? Yeah. And before I'll get started, I would like to say thank you to Sarah Rasanabi of Australia. Siya po yung nag-request ng topic na ito. At magre-request ako balik sa inyo. Kung sino po yung may alam sa pasture, please help me. I know it's a very wide topic because as for me, if I know my pasture well, I know my pasture management well, I already win half the battle sa dairy farming. So yun yung view ko. So ganon ka importante yung pasture management on my view. Well, anyways, dairying in New Zealand is basically grass-based, a grass-based industry. So that means more than 50% ng kinakain ng baka is grass. And yung baka po yung pumupunta sa paddocks. So this is how it works. The whole farm, it is 210 hectares and it's planted with grass basically, and divided into paddocks, 31 paddocks, and the cows goes into the paddock to eat their ration. Not like American system of farming, most American system of farming that they barn their cows and they bring the feeds in. So dito po sa New Zealand, yung baka po yung pumupunta sa paddock and then bring them in to milk, and then they go back out again to eat the grass. And yung pasture po dito sa New Zealand is basically ryegrass and mixed with clover. So most of them are 70 to 80% ryegrass and then 20 to 30% clover. Basically may tatlong uri po ng ryegrass: annual, perennial at saka yung Italian. Yung annual will last less than a year, yung Italian couple of years, and then yung perennial will last like 5 years up, depending po sa management. So why ryegrass? So this is what ryegrass look like, and sa ngayon, because it is already late spring, this specific cultivar starting to form seed heads. And ito po yung ryegrass, composed of a crown, if you may. A crown is composed of tillers. Ito po yung tillers, isa-isa, yun yung saha. And in New Zealand, dairy farming is categorized into 5 groups. System 1 is 100% na pinapakain sa baka is nanggagaling sa farm. At yung mga baka hindi na umalis sa farm during winter. So 100% ng feed sinusupply ng dairy platform. System 2 is 90 to 99% na feed nanggagaling sa farm. So usually yung 10% na yun is yun yung during i-winter off mo sila to some other places or dadalhin mo sila sa runoff. Ang System 3 is 80 to 89% ng feed is sinusupply ng farm, ng dairy platform, at yung 10 to 20% is sinusource out, be it in a form of grain, be it in a form of baleage, silage, whatever it is, sinusource out. And then the System 4 is 70 to 79%. 70 to 79% ng pagkain is sinusupply ng dairy platform, and System 5 is 60 to or 50 to 59 or 69%. So basically yun yung kinakategorize lang kung ilang percent yung sinusupply sa 100% na kinakain ng baka, ilang percent yung sinusupply ng dairy platform. So this is the next paddock. This is how this ryegrass pasture will look like before the cows. So tomorrow the cows will be here early in the morning. Yeah, I will kneel down. If makikita niyo po sa video na to, generally leaf dominant siya. May mga kagaya nito, may mga seed head, pero probably less than 5%. So in that way, yung ocular evaluation ko na yon would tell me na the grass is good, ang quality is good, is nasa optimum pa, and basically nasa 3-leaf stage ito. Kukuha tayo ng sample to prove na 3-leaf stage ito. If 2-leaf stage yung makuha ko, kuha ako ulit ng sample. Try again. Anyway, ayun, masyadong mababa ata ito. Yan. So 3-leaf. So ito yung sample. Yan, 3-leaf stage siya. Yan, 3-leaf stage, and very green and shiny. And the height, I would say the cover would be around 3000 or 3100. So that's my ideal pre-grazing cover dito sa farm na to. So tomorrow and bukas dito sila pupunta. So this is yep. So ito yung ideal pre-grazing cover ko. And if you can see the height, let's see the height. I'll put the GoPro there para makikita nyo yung height relative to my boots, relative to my gumboots. Yan, my gumboots would be probably probably 18 inches. I will also show you how the paddock will look like after grazing. Yung kahapon ipapakita ko sa yung kahapon na nag-graze ipapakita ko sa inyo, and so that you could compare the pre and the post grazing cover. During 3-leaf stage, that's the stage na just before seed head. If you graze your pasture on that stage, you will be sure of na yung quality ng pasture mo is at its best. And this paddock was grazed last night, and this is the ideal for me. I'm happy. This is a well grazed paddock, not too overgraze, not too high, not too low, just right. The guy Eric really did a good job. Actually it was back grazed. When he pushed the cows in to milk in the afternoon, there's still plenty of, not really plenty, but there's still some feed left. There's still some feed or some grass left. So pinabalikan niya po yung paddock na to just to get the right residual. So kung yung kanila yung pre-grazing, ito yung post-grazing or yung residual mo after po natin ma-graze yung particular paddock. So I'll get a lower view, high view or lower view para makita nyo kung ano yung height niya relative to my gumboots. So this is how low it is. Yan, ang baba, ano. Yan. This is how low it is, or masyadong lang, ano. Dito. Yan. Masyadong dark. Yan. So just so it's probably around an inch and a half. So with this residual, sa ganito kababa na, sa ganyan na height, ma-ensure po natin na nakain po ng baka yung maximum na dapat niya makain sa paddock na to. And then with respect sa grass na perspective naman po, yung height na yun yung the residual cover on this product would be around 1500, 15 and a half. So at that height, first magpo-produce siya ng more tillers. Yung ryegrass is magpo-produce ng more tillers. If kasi pag nag-live ka ng longer than that, ang tendency is every node is magkakaroon siya ng sanga. So yung sanga na yun is not as big as nung saha. So sa sanga siya ngayon instead na sa saha. And yung sanga na yun will behave as a mature plant and it will make seed heads quickly than saha. Than sa saha compared sa saha. Kasi yung saha it will behave as a new plant and yun mag-undergo siya ng first stage, second leaf stage, third leaf stage before siya magsi-seed head. But if kung sanga siya, siguro 1 or 2 leaves lang magsi-seed head na siya ngayon. So by grazing this low or by hitting the right target sa post-grazing residual, you will maintain the quality and you maximize the grass production. Nakukonsume ng baka yung maximum na grass na available and then na-ensure natin na yung next round ng grazing is of good quality. And during spring, just a trivia, during spring, a new leaf sa ryegrass, particular sa ryegrass, a new leaf will emerge every 8 days or so, and as the weather gets colder and colder, maglilengthen yung time na yon, and the slowest would be midwinter.